and industrial nature. Please contact Igor Georgievski for any of your electrical needs on 03 9333 0433 or visit www.ecapl.com.
Genis Steel offer full-service structural steel to leading industrial and residential builders across all metropolitan Melbourne and regional areas of Victoria. At Genis Steel, we take pride in our product, service and reputation. With over 40 years industry experience, Genis Steel manages all aspects of steel fabrication from on-site measuring, in-house drafting, fabrication, through to full site installation. We work closely with our customers to deliver innovative solutions to facilitate projects of any size. For further information, please contact genissteel.com.au or contact the company on 03 9465 1287.
MS Designer Living specialise in architectural design and construction of new homes, unit developments, extensions, renovations and commercial buildings. They are located at 14 to 19 Enterprise Drive, Bundoora, and can be contacted on 03 9467 6954. MS Designer Living.
Preston. Near post City. It's in. And again, Warren Spink has a hand in it. Andrew Zinni scores the goal. Not only are the fans winning on the terraces, the team are winning on the pitch. 2 goals in 2 minutes. 2-1 up, Preston Macedonia, and we've got an invasion on.
Crossfield ball for Cuculevski to try the spectacular. It's brilliant. Is it over the line? Yes. What's a goal from Alex Cuculevski?
Cuculevski, he scored. It's the winner. What a great goal by Cuculevski. The crowd has gone wild, ladies and gentlemen. The Preston Lions are the Premiership champions.
Cross ball at the back post. There it is. And is that the goal that takes them up?
Through ball for Spink. He's in the box. Back for Cole. Cole square. Here's a chance for Smith. Smith, yes, it's there. Spink, Cole, Smith doing the damage. 1-0.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Lions Den here live from the Genis Steel Stadium pavilion at BT Connor Reserve. I'm Josh Parrish, and I've got Hailee Mesiti here with me from the senior women's team. How are you, Hailee?
Good, thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for mustering up the energy after what was a pretty exhausting and exhilarating cup tie last night out at Georgie's.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a bit of a tough one, not the result we wanted, but nevertheless, it was still a good game from our behalf.
Well, playing against an MPLW side and finishing with 9 players, I think you did yourselves proud. But we'll get into that. We'll dig into that in a little moment because we've got a lot to get through this week. It's a big weekend for the club. 2 massive home games. The women opening their season on Sunday against Melbourne Knights, 2 p.m. for the Rezzies and 4:30 p.m. for the seniors. Looking forward to that one?
Yeah, it should be a good game. A bit nervous, but we'll get there.
Fantastic. It's great to see you back out on the park as well since coming back from that injury. So looking forward to getting back into some goal-scoring form.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, it's been a while. Last night, obviously, was my first proper hit out after missing Burundara's game. I played a few minutes against Whitehorse. But, yeah, last time was the first, ultimate hit out. And, yeah, that's why this weekend a little bit nervous, but we'll get there.
That one will be live streamed on the Preston Lions Facebook page. It's the week before the FE deal takes over, and it's all on MPL.tv, the entire division. How good's that?
Yeah, awesome. Good news.
So we're going to be picking up the slack just for this last round, so you can watch that one live on the Facebook if you choose. But, of course, we prefer you came down and saw it in person, as we would tomorrow night, where the senior men face Melbourne Victory, 8:30 p.m. kickoff. Get here early, though, because we're expecting a big crowd once again. We all remember what happened last year, the spectacular goal by Karl Varishevic, who just took the roof off the place. It was. Were you there for that one?
I was. Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait for that atmosphere to come again. Make sure you get here early because there will be security at the gates. Due to an FV interim suspension order, there will be no away fans allowed to attend this fixture, and appropriate security and policing measures are in place to ensure that. So you may have your bag checked, you may be wanded when coming through the gate, so make sure you allow enough time to get in before kickoff. We've got a 75th anniversary ball coming up, so the details for that will be released next week. This thing sells out in seconds, so you better keep your eyes peeled on the socials for when those details are coming out, because the 75th anniversary ball at Crown is going to be absolutely massive.
Don't worry, Dave has to tell me 3 months ago so I could book my hair and makeup.
Did you spend much time preparing for tonight, readying yourself for the
I was
show?
waiting for this one. No, came straight from work, but that's all right.
We don't believe you, but thank you for making the effort and coming in. And we're going to have some more guests joining us later as well. Nick Cuculevski, club legend, coach of the under-14 boys, is going to come in with a couple of his players. And we've got a double bill for the senior men, Matthew Cundari and Rob Stambolziev. Kunda driving all the way back from Bendigo, I think it was today. That's commitment to get here. So we love that. Big thank you to him. He's coming up at about 8:30. But it's Orthodox Easter this weekend. For those celebrating, we will have fish options in the canteen tomorrow night for those fasting. Happy Orthodox Easter this weekend. And, it's just a massive lead-in on Friday night to that. We cannot wait for this game. We're going to have, I think we're going to have the Mayor of Darebin helping out in the canteen, or so she promised at the a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the pavilion. So you might get your kebab roll or your fish served to you by the Mayor of Darebin. How good's that?
Oh, awesome news.
Get Duck will also be available again if you want to skip the queue and pick your food up. Make sure you don't miss anything. They'll also be accepting cash as well this time, which is absolutely fantastic. So make sure you look out for those signs, the QR codes that you can scan and order your food on your phone. So we're getting into the 21st century here at Preston, isn't it? Isn't it amazing? So we're expecting a big night tomorrow night, a big afternoon on Sunday as well for the senior women. But what's the mood like in the team? Because mixed emotions after that loss in extra time to Heidelberg in the Nike FC Cup. It was such a massive effort to get that far, and just didn't quite have the legs to carry over the line.
Yeah, I think the team is a little bit emotional, and Dan, to be honest, is in pretty good spirits considering the scoreline. But yeah, as I said, we dominated in the first 20-25 minutes, and it was just really unlucky for the score that it was. Miri kicked a screamer in, I think, the 94th minute. When we thought we were still in it at that point, and we really truly were. I just think we lost legs towards the end of it, and a few little injuries and niggles here and there, which led us to 10 men and then 9 men. But yeah, at the end of the day, we really put in the effort, and that's all we could really ask for.
I mean, coming up against a top division team, it's the toughest test of the season against a side that's one of the more successful teams in that comp as well. But it was a dramatic night, goal after goal, end to end. I believe the lights went off at one point.
Yeah, I think it was literally the 90th minute, and yeah, we were in pitch black, and at that point, we didn't know if they were going to continue or what it was, and I think that turned Heidelberg off a little bit, and that's when Miri got her corner and worked her magic. But a few little unlucky things. You can say things. The ref was here and there. Not sure if he was on our side or not, but at the end of the day, we played as we did, and we did everything Dan asked us to do in training. We had a tactical night on Tuesday night, and everything he asked for, we did. We really truly ran our legs out, and at the end of the day, they were the better team in the end. But yeah, what can you do? I'm
sure it's scant consolation at this point, but I've had 4 or 5 people tell me it was one of the best matches they've ever seen.
Yeah, the crowd that was there were really impressed by that, and I think as the boys have said before, when you have support, you always G up a bit more and turn it on. But I started off on the bench, and I was very impressed by the starting 11. Like, the girls were absolutely on fire. Mel's first goal header, and then Danny Galuccio, also known as Danny G now. She scored one in there as well, coming from the back line. So yeah, we're
popping up
impressed.
Against her former club as well.
Yeah, there was a few girls up against their former clubs, so there was a little bit of rivalry there. But yeah, we're really impressed. At the end of the day, we did as much as we could. And I know a lot of us are in a little bit of heartbreak. They took their chances when they could, and we just didn't. So something we're going to have to work on moving forward.
How was it coming back from injury, your first game, and you're thrown into that intensity? Like that's a pretty daunting time to test. Was it the ankle?
Yeah, my right ankle. I think we're coming up to 8 months now. My first game was with Whitehorse. I played 50 minutes there, but different type of team.
Yeah.
So with this year, I came on just after the first half. It was very, very nerve-wracking. I didn't really know what to expect. The team has changed quite a bit for Heidelberg. Obviously, coming from MPL a few years ago, knew what the quality was like then, and it's definitely, hit that top notch a little bit more. They've got a lot of strong girls. They're very physical, very tall, and majority of our team are quite petite, quite small, but we've got the pace there. We did run them out in the first 25, as I've said, but yeah, for me coming on, I think, it wasn't probably the best game of mine. I ran it out, but it was more getting that touchback, and, technical side wasn't so great.
I heard players were going down left, right and centre with cramp, heaping tablespoons of mustard powder being consumed. I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, neither had I. I thought it was, what do they
Pickle
say?
juice.
Pickle juice, that's the one. But yeah, they pulled out mustard after we carried Danny off. And that was when we had the extra time. So we had about 4 girls on the ground with calf cramping and, a few hamstring injuries, groin injuries. But I think that just goes to show how much we actually wanted and how much we worked, how hard we work for it. So, yeah, unfortunate, but hopefully they're getting the ice baths at the moment, and they're on the road to recovery.
Recap Miri's screamer for me. Give me the details, because this is a 94th minute equaliser, and I need to visualise it. All right.
Yeah. Well, 94th minute, just after the lights went off. We honestly we weren't really prepared for that corner. We did not listen to one of the tactical things that we had practiced at training, and it was kind of a bit all over the place, and it was not expected. But I think it was a left footer left footer and top right corner from our side. I think.
Where did she strike it from? Outside the box?
No, it was a corner.
So she scored directly from the corner.
Yeah, it was
is what
a corner.
You're telling me.
Yeah,
An Olympico.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, it was in the top corner, and I think the keeper might have had the lights in her eyes, but let's just go with the fact that it was an absolute screamer. But yeah, amazing. We just went absolutely wild.
That's fantastic. I mean, of all the goals that you've seen so far during your time in the club, where does that rank in terms of the spectacular?
Yeah, honestly, I think this is probably Miri's 3rd or 4th goal from the corner, so it didn't really surprise me.
But that's a repeat
definitely,
trick.
Definitely up there for one of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, if she's done it multiple times, it's no fluke, right?
Nah, let's go with that.
Well, the team so far this season, you've just come back into it, but tell me about the chemistry that's forming amongst this group of players. Obviously, quite a lot of girls from last year, but a few new faces coming in recently as well.
Yeah, you can definitely say there's a lot of competition at the moment. The girls, we've got a lot of depth, and especially within the forward and the midfield, so we're all fighting for our spot in that starting 11 every single game. I guess it's just who turns up and at training that Friday night, who turns it on. So I think for us, it's just a matter of working with each other and at training, like keeping that positive vibe throughout the time. For us, we want the best out of each other, and at the moment, I think that's definitely pulling through. We're playing so well on Sundays, and it's just showing within the scoreline. Obviously, it was a bit disappointing last night, but other times it's been really good. So chemistry, I think, is definitely there. At the end of the day, we're just a big G up.
Well, that's good to hear. How excited are you to come back home to BT Connor?
Yeah, definitely super excited. Wish it was a Friday night, but beggars can't be choosers. I think it'll be great. It'll be good to see a few faces down here. So yeah, if you can come down, get down.
4:30 for the seniors on Sunday, 2 p.m. if you want to come watch the Resis as well. How much competition for places is there between the two squads and even within the senior squad?
Yeah, as I said, a lot of depth. I think that the Resis at the moment, are really pulling their weight in the sense that they want to be in that senior team. They, training, we all train together. We pull a few from the resis to come in, into the games and conditioning games. I definitely think that there's not a solid line between resis and seniors. So that just goes to show that, how keen everyone is, and, Sarkis as well. The resis coach and Dan, they obviously do the same kind of training sessions. So, yeah, it's been good.
Easy to slot between.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. In terms of the video analysis that you mentioned, I mean, that's a favourite of Dan's, right? He goes pretty in depth on the VO footage.
Yeah, look,
you get tagged a few times.
He
after
could tell
Wednesday
your
night.
family history. I think I turned my notifications off this week just because I know what's coming. But I don't even know if he has a full-time job, because all he does is this. Like, I'm a bit confused if he actually works. But I think that just
Shout out to ReadyNet, by the way.
Yeah, that's it. I think that just goes to show how passionate he is, and how much he really wants us to thrive. But his video analysis, they do help. They I laugh about it, but they really do. We had a little analysis with Heidelberg's last game, and we're going through that, and I think we got a few positive and negative things out of that. But yeah, it's good.
I heard he watched Heidelberg's last game 3 times to prepare for the match.
Well, yeah, was it 3 or 4? Because I think he was replaying it in his sleep, and he knew every second of the game. But as I said, goes to show the passion.
Does it give you a bit of optimism about, potentially where you could go this season, given that you pushed an NPLW side to the wire? Yeah,
absolutely. I think that was the main kind of goal out of that game last night. We wanted to prove a point. I'm sure many people saw that point that we were trying to, prove. The scoreline wasn't there, but I think that the fight was there, and people saw that, and we know what we can do. We know the talent that we've got, and what we're all about. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck on Sunday. How's the ankle feeling?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad? Confident on it yet?
Yeah,
or are you still have you still got that kind of mental block about, going into challenges and things?
I think physically it's all there. It's back to normal. I think it's a mental thing now, psyching yourself up before the game, taping and this and that. But yeah, it's definitely all about getting the confidence back. And I think once I hopefully get a few goals behind there, then, all that confidence will come back.
Well, good luck on Sunday. We look
Thank
forward
you.
to seeing you out at BT Connor Reserve, and get down and support, because, we saw on Wednesday night what this group of girls can do with a bit of support behind them, egging you on that extra mile. Do you think there's going to be a bit of rotation in the squad this week, just because of how many tired legs you had after that exhausting game?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously last night we could only do a certain amount of change. But yeah, this week I think, coming off the end of that game, we're definitely going to have to do a bit of rotation. But I think that's
probably just as well you're not playing on Friday night, now that you mention it.
Yeah, no, you're right. So yeah, better off Sunday.
Well, Sunday afternoon against Melbourne Knights, our senior women's first home game. Get down and support. This side is capable of something special.
Electrical Connectivity Australia is a leader in the electrical industry and specialises in matters of a domestic, commercial and industrial nature. Please contact Igor Georgievski for any of your electrical needs on 03 9333 0433 or visit www.ecapl.com.
Genis Steel offer full-service structural steel to leading industrial and residential builders across all metropolitan Melbourne and regional areas of Victoria. At Genis Steel, we take pride in our product, service and reputation. With over 40 years industry experience, Genis Steel manages all aspects of steel fabrication, from on-site measuring, in-house drafting, fabrication, through to full site installation. We work closely with our customers to deliver innovative solutions to facilitate projects of any size. For further information, please contact genissteel.com.au or contact the company on 03 9465 1287.
MS Designer Living specialise in architectural design and construction of new homes, unit developments, extensions, renovations and commercial buildings. They are located at 14 to 19 Enterprise Drive, Bundoora, and can be contacted on 03 9467 6954. MS Designer Living.
Electrical Connectivity Australia is a leader in the electrical industry and specialises in matters of a domestic, commercial and industrial nature. Please contact Igor Georgievski for any of your electrical needs on 03 9333 0433 or visit www.ecapl.com.
Genis Steel offer full-service structural steel to leading industrial and residential builders across all metropolitan Melbourne and regional areas of Victoria. At Genis Steel, we take pride in our product, service and reputation. With over 40 years industry experience, Genis Steel manages all aspects of steel fabrication from on-site measuring, in-house drafting, fabrication through to full site installation. We work closely with our customers to deliver innovative solutions to facilitate projects of any size. For further information, please contact genissteel.com.au or contact the company on 03 9465 1287.
MS Designer Living specialise in architectural design and construction of new homes, unit developments, extensions, renovations and commercial buildings. They are located at 14 to 19 Enterprise Drive, Bundoora and can be contacted on 03 9467 6954. MS Designer Living.
You're listening to The Lions Den on FNR Football Nation Radio.
And we're back here on the Lions Den, the official Preston Lions Club show, coming to you live from the BT Connor Reserve Genis Steel Stadium Pavilion. I'm Josh Parrish. I've got Rob Stambolziev with me. How are you, Stambo?
I'm good, thanks, Josh.
And Matthew Cundari, who wasn't originally on tonight, but has made the mad dash back from regional Victoria somewhere. Yeah. How far did you drive to get here?
Fair bit.
Well, thank you for making the trip and making it back in time. We're very pleased to have you both on. Massive game tomorrow night against Melbourne Victory at home. It doesn't get much bigger than this, does it, Kunda?
No, it doesn't. These are the games you want to play in. They're going to come down, try play on our deck and take some 3 points, but we've trained really well this week after last week's disappointing performance, and hopefully we can bounce back.
Stambo, what's the intensity been like at training this week?
We knew that from the previous game that's not the way we come out to play. So we came into with a mindset this week that we're going to go 100%. But that's a given. The boys' intensity has gone through the roof in training. We know what we're going to do out there on the pitch. We just got to put into practice.
We're expecting a huge crowd. Gunda, what is it like to play in front of a packed house here? You experienced it last season.
Oh, it's amazing. You come out here, even in the warm-up, you've got close to 1,000 people already, and it's already geeing you up. You can't not give 110% when you play against play in front of our crowd. So, looking forward to it.
Victory are a good side. They like to pass the ball around a bit, so I think it will be a good game. I think it's going to be a game where both teams try and play and try and attack, right, Stambo?
Yeah, look, they're talented young kids. They're coming through the Melbourne Victory Academy, so you're looking at some of the best young kids around Australia and they've got that dream to play in the first team, so they're going to have their scouts or whatever watching, so they want to be impressed. And knowing that they're coming against Preston Lions, it's a big deal for them. They want to be in front of the crowd, but look, we're a really experienced, talented squad, and we're looking to put our stamp early on the game.
What's the competition like for places this season?
Oh, it's tough. Speaking from experience as well, didn't make the starting 11 the first few weeks, but that's the luxury you have when you're a club like Preston. Everyone, you come out here on a Wednesday before a Friday game, and it's like a Champions League final. Everyone trying to fight for their spot. I'd hate to be Lou and Kappa trying to pick a squad every week, but I guess it's a good thing.
Absolutely. It's a good problem to have, right?
Oh, of course.
So, the running joke with you now is when is that screamer going to go in? A couple of times you've been denied. Carl made it, his headline last time around. If the ball drops to you, fancy it?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a crack. Hopefully one's bound to go in. I hit a nice one at training the other night, and Zoc saw it, and he's like, Kunda, do it on the weekend. I'm like, mate, I'm trying. So, look, we'll see what happens, but I'm always going to hit it
just hopefully goes in.
Yeah, just one lick of paint away from a very memorable moment.
Yeah.
Stambo, you've had an injury recently. How are you feeling? How are you pulling up?
No, yeah. So I've been pretty much carrying a hernia injury throughout the season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So then got now tendonitis, Achilles tendonitis in my right Achilles. So yeah, I'll miss out on the game tomorrow. But like, look, I get to go in the cheer squad with the ultras and get support and cheer as loud as I can. And, like, feel like I'm out on the pitch with the boys.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the not as good as playing, but it's still pretty special to be out there with.
Oh, look, the passion.
Fans.
Yeah, the passion that they.
And they love seeing you in there, I bet.
Yeah, look, I'll be the loudest voice there, chanting away, and just hopefully the boys can put a great performance for everyone out that's going to come down.
Dr. Johnny, has he put a timeline on your return? Is it going to be a few weeks before we see you out there again?
Yeah, we're just taking a day. We'll see how it goes.
Week to week, yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm in safe hands with Dr. Johnny Markov, and yeah, so I know I'm getting looked after and got the best doctor in Victoria, pretty much. So yeah, I want to be on the pitch, but closest thing to is enjoying the company with Johnny as well.
100%. Kunda, I mean, this season, how is the group feeling about it? I know last week was a disappointment, but you've put in some good performances as well. Doveton probably could have come away with more. It was actually a pretty presentable performance. You put 5 past Geelong at home. That must give you a lot of confidence coming into a home game. Last time we came out here, just smashing the goals in left, right and centre.
Yeah, of course. Like you look at Doveton game, I thought that was one of our best games of the year, if not the best. So, and then just disappointing last week, but it happens, It was probably one of the first times I've experienced like a whole team being flat all at the same time. You usually have 2 or 3 players you can cover, but it's probably one of the first weeks that we've all been pretty flat. But we responded really well on Monday training and Wednesday, so hopefully we can back it up on the weekend in front of this big crowd.
What's the message been like this week? Just no quick free kicks this time, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a start. But for us, is we don't fear anyone. We respect Melbourne Victory, but we don't fear them. So they'll come out here, they'll give us a good crack, but we're confident in our squad and the depth we have to get the 3 points.
Is there a bit of rivalry between these two teams? It was a tasty game both times last time, if I remember correctly, Stambo.
Yeah, look, I guess their fans are jealous of how our fans are. They wish they were Preston. But no, look, they've obviously they've got their own sort of thing. But yeah, look, it's big. Melbourne Victory strives to be the biggest club in Victoria in terms of A-League in all that sort of respect. But as a club, we've got the more history and all that sort of thing. So I think that adds to the rivalry, as well as good players in both squads.
A little birdie tells me that one player may have switched camps in the lead up. We're not going to reveal it. Don't blurt it out on air. But we might have a debutant in the lineup. So keep a lookout on Friday nights for the team sheet when it comes out, because might have a new arrival or two. Does that shake up the group when you've got new players coming in?
Yeah, of course. You see new players come in with already a stacked squad, and you start to you lift the intensity a little bit more in training. You don't want someone new to come in and take your spot. But yeah, looking forward to the game tomorrow night. Victory's going to come here in front of a big crowd, which they rarely get, I think, like the young boys. So they're gonna be up for it. So hopefully we can match it and get 3 points.
Who I think the angriest person in training was this week? Connor Bell. The referee not only waved off his penalty appeal, but gave him the diving hand gesture, which I thought was rubbing salt into the wound.
100%. I think he's very dirty on the ref for that one, but yeah, what can you do? That's football sometimes, isn't it?
And that's Perry as well.
And that's Perry
he's
as
going to
well,
give it back to you.
That's Perry.
Veteran referee and legend of Victorian football, of course. Whatever you think of last Saturday's performance. But, I mean, this league, I think it's shown the first few weeks with all the rogue results, really, that, like, Stambo, anyone can beat anybody. Still top of the table despite a few points dropped. There's so many teams just locked on 10 points now, which makes this game massive.
Yeah, look, we go into every game wanting to win. That's our thing. We don't kind of look at all the other teams in the league. We just focus on ourselves and we take it game by game. So whatever happened in the past, now we've forgot about it and we focus on victory, and we just keep moving forward because we know the end game is we're going for promotion.
What's the situation like with ins and outs injuries this week? I know Roxy picked up a knock on the weekend. we've had a few people being eased back in. Davies came on at half time last time. What's the squad report aside from Stambo, of course?
Yeah, Roxy got a bit of a knock last week, but he'll be fine to go tomorrow. I think other than that, that's pretty much it. And Stambo, Davies will be back in the squad.
I think you're going to ref someone to try and miss out this game.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how they'll try and get
everyone wants to play these games, so everyone's going to be fit and ready to go. I think Tommy actually copped a bit of an injury. I think he's the only other one that's going to be out of the squad, but other than that, everyone else is pretty much raring to go.
Strong squad. That's what we like to see.
Yep.
Who was the most vocal at training this week? Who was really revving up the boys?
Good question. I'm going to say probably Benji was up and about.
Yeah.
Benji was really up and about this week, trying to drive the intensity. Has a bit of a sook in the little Chevers. But
he kick the ball away.
Yeah, he kicks the ball away, chucks a little tantrum. But he's good. He drives the sessions really well. So I think if there was a standout, it'll probably be him.
Yeah. Well, that's what we want to see from our leadership group.
Of course, yeah.
Stambo, you are celebrating this weekend, Orthodox Easter?
Yeah, for all those fans that are coming down to the game tomorrow, if you're posting and all that, there's fish for everyone. Celebration of our Easter, so that'll be that.
I mean, for fans who aren't familiar with the culture, I'm talking about myself. Let's be honest. Like, what does this weekend kind of mean? What does this celebration usually involve?
Look, we've tomorrow obviously we've got the game and stuff like that, but you've got your 40 days and of Lent and stuff like that. But then we go through to the Saturday. We've got the midnight mass. Our families and all that make the eggs and stuff like that. We go after the mass, go over each other's houses. We crack the eggs. We're at the church and stuff like that. So yeah, celebration of Christ, and it's just a special moment in the lives of the Orthodox community.
100%, and I mean it's kind of special to be able to gather with so many members of that community at a home game on Orthodox Good Friday, right?
Of course, this club, this community, proud Macedonians as well, but any Orthodox as well that celebrate, come on down. It's a great feeling to be around people that you love and enjoy the company, as well as watching a great game of football.
Yeah, and Stambo's going to be in the active, so even more reason to come down and be a part of it. We've got the mayor of Darabin helping out in the canteen, as we were saying earlier. It's all going to be happening.
Yeah, it's like a little party in there. I remember I missed one game last year, and you just go in there, you just look around, everyone's having a good time. There's a DJ, there's everything. So Stambo's going to have some fun tomorrow night, I think.
Hopefully I won't lose my voice singing and cheering the boys on.
I mean, you don't get that everywhere. You don't get people dancing in a big circle on the pitch after a game at most clubs. You don't at most clubs you don't get the players singing the team song with the supporters.
Yeah, I agree. It was the first time I've experienced that. Even singing the song on the pitch is very, very different to me. But
do you ever pinch yourself coming here and seeing all of this? Because you've played in the top flight of Victorian football for a long time, but this is different.
Do you ever go, I should have come here when I was sooner?
Well, it's funny enough because even when I was at St Albans, I used to come watch the boys a lot because I live across the Murray. When I came here, I was watching them sing on the field, and I'm like, what a club, this is great, and the turnout. And then, funnily enough, a few years later, ended up coming here and signing here, and haven't looked back really.
I mean, did you ever think twice about dropping down a couple of divisions, or is it you already knew how big the club was, so it was a no-brainer?
Yeah, look, I didn't really obviously plan to come here. Whatever happened at Dinamo for whatever reason, I left literally a week before the season. But then when Lou came knocking on the door and what this club is and where they want it to be, I really want to be a part of it. So that was a big reason why I came down.
What I like about Lou during the week is he was taking responsibility as well. He wasn't just blaming the players. I think that's so important that you lose together as well.
Yeah, of course. He pulled a few of us into the room as well. Had a chat to us, but he takes responsibility just as much as we do, which is great. And obviously it gets us up and about to rectify it this week.
Well, there's no better stage to do it on. In front of a packed house against Victory. Just remember that there is that interim suspension order from FV. So, due to an incident at the Springvale Victory game, those two clubs are not allowed any fans at matches. So that means there will be no away fans permitted to attend this one. So don't try it. Don't come down. There's going to be security in place at the gate. So don't even try it if you are a Victory away supporter and you're planning to try and gate crash. It's not a good idea. There will be bag checks. You may be wanted, you may be searched as you come through. So just keep that in mind as well, and allow enough time for everybody to get through, all the security to do their thing, and make sure everyone has a safe and fun night. I think with that, we're going to take a short break here on the Lions Den. We'll be back with more with these two boys.
Electrical Connectivity Australia is a leader in the electrical industry and specialises in matters of a domestic, commercial and industrial nature. Please contact Igor Georgievski for any of your electrical needs on 03 933 0433 or visit www.ecapl.com.
Genis Steel offer full-service structural steel to leading industrial and residential builders across all metropolitan Melbourne and regional areas of Victoria. At Genis Steel, we take pride in our product, service and reputation. With over 40 years industry experience, Genis Steel manages all aspects of steel fabrication, from on-site measuring, in-house drafting, fabrication, through to full site installation. We work closely with our customers to deliver innovative solutions to facilitate projects of any size. For further information, please contact genissteel.com.au or contact the company on 03 9465 1287.
MS Designer Living specialise in architectural design and construction of new homes, unit developments, extensions, renovations and commercial buildings. They are located at 14 to 19 Enterprise Drive, Bundoora, and can be contacted on 03 9467 6954. MS Designer Living.
You're listening to the Lions Den on FNR Football Nation Radio.
And we're back here on the Lions Den, live from the Genis Steel Stadium pavilion. How good's this new pavilion, by the way, Kunda? You impressed?
Yeah, I am really. It's great. Boys coming here on Wednesday night, get a nice feed. The showers are nice and warm. There's more than 2 showers because I think the third one in the other change room wasn't working, so there's more than 2 showers working. So it's great to be in here, and we've got our good little setup, our good spots. Put our boots, leave them here. It's amazing to be in here.
I mean, what a luxury to have. This is incredible space, and we're going to continue maximising it here at the club over the next weeks and months. It's available to book now, so if you get in contact with the club, you'll be able to book out your function, have your birthday or here. I mean, it's a good option, right?
100%. Maybe Stambo will come down and make some sales as well.
That's the thing. It's a birthday party. You go have a kick as well. Like, what more can you ask for?
Exactly. It's like having your birthday at Action Indoor Soccer, except it's that.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, just make sure you don't dig up the pitch.
Yeah. I don't, to be clear, I'm not sure if the pitch is available to book. It's the function space. So, Kunda, a little birdie tells me that you're a massive Carlton fan.
Huge Carlton fan, to be honest. Love the Blue Boys. It's been a tough,
Your
10
Preston's
years.
Walshy, I'm told.
Yeah. Me and Dave always have a laugh. We call each other Cooter. So yeah, massive Blues fan. Make it pretty obvious in the change rooms as well when Carlton wins. I'm up and about. So
only last few weeks before that.
Yeah,
we never heard of it.
So the last 3 years I've been undercover Blues fan, but now I've come out of the woodwork. So it's good.
Yeah, it's like the Homer emerging from the hedge meme, right?
Exactly
lids off now, is it?
Yeah, it is. Lids off. All the Carlton fans have come out now. So it's good. I love the Blue Boys. Very passionate about them. So it's good to see that we're doing well.
Stambo, I'll give you an opportunity to gloat as well with your beloved Liverpool doing my Manchester United pretty convincingly this week.
Yeah, there's no point even talking about it. We knew we were going to win, just to the wayside. But just Man City, just hoping they can drop some points.
I mean, is that ever going to happen?
Nah, the ref helps them anyways with their pens and all that sort of stuff. So oil money and all that. But
you should see this guy on Twitter. He's full conspiracy theory, Liverpool nuff.
Is he?
Yeah. Nah, there's got people on there that would say like Bruno Fernandes is better than Thiago or.
Oh, and you just roast them?
No, it's like I don't like Bruno Fernandes. No, but I enjoy it. We've got banter between some of the boys and all that sort of stuff. That that come to the games and stuff. So they're just good.
Any United fans in the squad that you've been giving it to this week?
No, not really.
Or indeed any rival AFL fans in your case?
Oh, not really. I'll give it to Rob Namovsky a fair bit about the Bulldogs because last year, he was pretty cocky. But now this year, we beat them this year as well. So he's a bit quiet this year, which is good. But yeah, that's about it. Me and Carl Brucevic as well. He's a Blues fan, so we get up and about together. So yeah, it's good.
Well, Carl was supposed to be on tonight, you know that, right?
Was he?
He's building his brother's house. That was his excuse.
His brother, I was best man at his brother's wedding, so...
yeah, you know Steph from Dinamo, right?
We're best mates, so might have to have... Yeah, they called it Kume because in Crow, when you're best man, you're called Kume. So that's now stuck in the change room. Everyone calls me Kume now, so that's pretty good. So I might have to have a word with him and just...
I mean, tell him to hire a contractor, mate.
Yeah, exactly right. Trying to save a bit of cash, huh?
Slave labour with your brother.
Slave labour with your brother, yeah. Yeah, good on him as well. Get him to work.
We'll have to get Stambo here to do the valuation after
That's
Carl's
the thing,
done,
yeah.
right?
Once it's built, yeah.
But after Carl's been at it, I think the valuation might go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a plumber, yeah? Yeah.
So the place will be flooded.
Yeah.
Like here for the Springvale game last year.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We got that many plumbers and we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only plumber we had was Zocchi with the broom.
Zocchi with the broom. What a legend, by the way. Shout out to Zoc for everything you did for us.
Zocchi, Stevie's family is
and
as
the
well.
family, yeah. 10 out of 10.
Well, tomorrow night, Melbourne victory. It's going to be absolutely massive. 8:30 p.m. kickoff, but make sure you get down here nice and early. Kunda, Stambo, enjoy the game from the stands, Stambo, and speedy recovery to you, mate. And Kunda, good luck for the match.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Cheers, Josh.
We're going to go to a break now, but we've got Nick Cuculevski, club legend turned under 14 boys coach on the other side. So stick around on the Lions Den.
Electrical Connectivity Australia is a leader in the electrical industry and specialises in matters of a domestic, commercial and industrial nature. Please contact Igor Georgievski for any of your electrical needs on 03 9333 0433 or visit www.ecapl.com.
Genis Steel offer full-service structural steel to leading industrial and residential builders across all metropolitan Melbourne and regional areas of Victoria. At Genis Steel, we take pride in our product, service and reputation. With over 40 years industry experience, Genis Steel manages all aspects of steel fabrication from on-site measuring, in-house drafting, fabrication, through to full site installation. We work closely with our customers to deliver innovative solutions to facilitate projects of any size. For further information, please contact genissteel.com.au or contact the company on 03 9465 1287.
MS Designer Living specialise in architectural design and construction of new homes, unit developments, extensions, renovations and commercial buildings. They are located at 14 to 19 Enterprise Drive, Bundoora and can be contacted on 03 9467 6954. MS Designer Living.
You're listening to the Lions Den on FNR Football Nation Radio.
And we're back here on the Lions Den live from the brand new pavilion here at Genis Steel Stadium. I'm Josh Parrish. I've got club legend, under-14s coach Nick Cuculevski. Nick, how are you, mate?
Josh, how you going?
I guess I should call you Cooker, right? That's the...
everyone calls me Cooker, so yeah. You can call me Cooker. Call me Nick, whatever. It's all good.
How many people do you get coming up to you on a, let's say, monthly basis doing the commentator from that grand final?
The Cuculevski.
Yeah.
Especially at home games. So now I've just stopped sort of hanging around the grandstand end. I sort of go around the other end and just watch it on the other side.
Well, now you're giving away your secret. You're going to have people come.
You can watch a little bit better, but I'll leave all that to the boys and the supporters and all their chanting and stuff that they do. So I'm usually on the other side.
I mean, one of the immortals now from that moment. Just from, I mean, obviously you did a lot more during your time at the club, but that moment kind of lives etched in everybody's memories.
I mean, it's a highlight exactly. I mean, you know, you dream of, you know, you play soccer, to be in that situation and scoring the winning goal. And back then, obviously, it was that golden goal sort of rule, and to score the winner in front of that, you know, massive crowd at Bob Jane, it was the dreams that sort of come true. It was just amazing.
Well, our dreams come true in the past year or so with this joint. I mean, what does it mean to you to see this new pavilion here?
How good is this, Josh?
It's amazing.
I wish I had this when we were playing. We had that, obviously, the old changing rooms, and half the tiles would have fallen off, the showers wasn't working. I won't even talk about the toilet.
Let's leave that off
about that. Mate, this is just absolutely amazing, and what the club's achieved, it's phenomenal. You know, the pitch, I don't think the pitch has been that nice ever. I sort of walked on it last week. Yeah,
must make you a little bit jealous.
I am jealous. I'm envious. I'm jealous. But you know what? I mean, my time is done. So it's, you know, it's up to these boys now to perform and, you know, and get the club where the club belongs. You know, obviously in the top levels.
Does it make you a little wistful, a little misty-eyed when you see the crowds, you know, coming back, and, you know, for the Geelong game, for Melbourne Victory game tomorrow night of the good days?
It does. I mean, it's more professional sort of these days. I think back then we had a lot of crowds as well. Like, we were in the top tier, and we had some amazing footballers in my team, and sort of like, you know, the years that I was here, like, it was awesome. Like,
the VPL era was absolutely stacked in terms of quality.
Oh mate, yeah, exactly. We were playing obviously MPL sort of level.
Yep.
You know,
equivalent.
So Victorian Premier League was, it was pretty tough. It was amazing, and you had to be tough to play. It wasn't easy. So, and that's we went through that. So now obviously these boys need to sort of, you know, try to lift the club and get to that stage, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've taken on a
That's what we're all hoping.
Yeah, 100%. We've got our fingers crossed.
Exactly. And they're going on the right direction. So they're travelling well. And the club's just it's run, you know, it's superb. It's superb compared to some dark days that I was involved there. Yeah, the club was in a pretty bad, you know, position. So, but, you know, they've moved on, and now it's brilliant.
I mean, it seems like people have confidence in the leadership these days, and with the committee, that there's a safe pair of hands.
100%. I mean, the amount of sponsors we have, it's you know, you got some smart people running this place. And it's run like a business. It's just phenomenal. You know, the sponsors. I just can't believe how many sponsors we have. You know, I mean, that's the way to move forward. So you got to treat it like a business, I suppose.
Well, you can see with the camera angle we've got today that you've actually got the In Business logo underneath here, and that's what this club is doing so well at the moment.
Yep, and, you know, very, very good with the council. Obviously, you know, well, Preston wanted these lights for you know, forever, and you know, finally we have them. Like, they've been talking about these lights for 50 years. So they're on the right track. You know, they're connected really well, and they're just, and everyone can see it, that Preston's that sleeping giant, that, you know, it's ready. We're here, you know. So we just got to sort of move forward now.
So how long have you been doing the junior coaching?
In general, coaching, I've been coaching for about 17 years now. I retired at 30, so I retired quite young, and I sort of had enough. I was cooked, and it happens to the reserve coach here in the Premier League got the assistant coaching job for the seniors, so there was an opportunity sort of, and yeah, they asked me, and so I did that for 5 years. So that was pretty good. Number of my players got, you know, promoted to first team, so it's always pleasing when you see that. And then sort of that, and then coached the seniors a little bit. Then went to Layla United for a few years. Then I sort of stopped a little bit, and then started coaching junior level, which is now, I think, 4 years now, juniors, yeah.
So under 14s?
This year under 14s, so back at Preston, under 14s, yep. Back home. You know, it was meant to be. I was always going to come back.
Yeah.
So 3 years ago, my son sort of, you know, he wasn't interested in playing soccer, and I was, you know, it would burn me inside. Like, why doesn't he want to play soccer? You know. But then eventually, he sort of found his feet. You know, he started playing soccer at school, and, you know, he said, "I want to play, Dad." Okay, yeah, cool.
No, well, you can't make it.
We're going to Preston. You know, he goes, "No, I want to go Layla Sorga." You know, and I go, "Well, all right." You know?
Yeah.
So that's how I sort of ended up going to Laylaw. So we stayed there for a few years, and I thought that was the time now. 14's that good age where you need to go sort of to a good club, bigger club, and so it's a perfect opportunity.
Well, 14s is a good age group, isn't it? Because you can start really incorporating a bit of tactics, a bit of senior smarts into the picture. It's not all just fun and skill development at that age. It starts getting a little bit more serious.
It's 100%. You're right. Under 10s, obviously mini roos. It's fun. It should still be fun, I think.
Yeah,
but,
of course. Especially with all the football that everyone's missed recently.
Exactly, and I feel sorry for the boys, mate, to miss out. 2 years of not playing.
I mean, I can't imagine. I don't play anymore, obviously, but
yeah,
like my knee's cooked. But I can't imagine missing out on those like golden years.
And for that age group, you look, 12s, 13s. That's a big sort of part that they missed out in their developments. And under 14s now they're playing on a full pitch their first year, and this is where I think you need to get good coaches, especially 14s, 15s, 16s. It's very vital. That's at that age where 14s exactly don't know how to play, and you can incorporate all that tactical stuff in the formations, and they listen.
Yeah.
So it's a good grade, good age. Yep.
I think it's when kids really start watching the games and picking things up from players as well when they're watching Premier League and Champions League. I think.
Spot on.
Yeah, that's when I remember really like starting to dial into it and thinking about tactics and thinking about why I liked certain players and things like it becomes more of a sport than a game at that point.
For sure.
Are you noticing that gap in terms of the skill development with all the football we've missed due to COVID? Do you think there is something that we need to address there?
Well, I mean, we couldn't help that, obviously.
No, of course, but how do you
100%, like they've missed out. They've played a handful of games in 2 years. That is a big sort of gap there. So you got to catch up. I mean, we started training early December, like last year, because they missed out. And instead of everyone else, they started training like I think it was at the end of January. Like we started nice and early because of that reason. Kids weren't doing anything, or they didn't do anything for a long time. So I thought, we need to start training. So we had that nice block of 3-4 weeks before Christmas that we did, some good training. Kids went off, had a bit of a rest, obviously Christmas and school holidays, and then we started again slightly earlier, like at the end of January. So, and I don't know if anyone else did that, but that's what I was sort of trying to sort of, instead of waiting till the end. They did miss out a lot of football. So yeah, I suppose it's catch up now. But then again, I think it's the same for everyone else. So we're all in the same boat.
Do the players know who you are, or do they just think you're someone's dad?
I don't know. I think most of their parents know who I am.
Yeah.
So I suppose they've probably asked, and I think everyone knows me around the club.
Sure.
So I got to meet the players. That's why another thing why I went earlier. And it's been phenomenal. When you walk in the club and you got respect and people know you, it just gives you that good feeling. I love the club, and I'm sort of rapt to be here.
Who do you like watching from the senior team? Is there players that you take a shine to?
Connor Bell, I think, he's how can you not like him? He's been scoring those free kicks. Been missing a few chances as well, but it doesn't matter,
If he scores the free kicks, we don't mind.
Robbie Stambolziev, obviously I've known him. I coached him in the reserves back here.
There you go.
So we go back with Robbie. I used to actually play with his brother as well back in the day. So Robbie's a good one. I'm interested to watch the Brazilian.
Coutinho.
Yes, I've sort of seen the highlights, but I haven't sort of watched him live. He looks great. Got a nice left foot, so I was a left footer, so I've got a bit of a soft spot for the lefties. And Benji, I love watching Benji. Yeah, he's just a speed machine.
Yeah, you got to love Benji tearing down the right wing. I keep telling him he's got to score a goal one of these days.
He has to. And we got Heron's pretty. He's just a big guy. He just reminds me of Sasha Oglenovsky. He's just that big unit.
Well, that's a big compliment in the world of Preston.
Yeah, he does. As soon as I saw him, I go, mate, that guy's Sash. He's just a tough, hard defender. He put his head through to the brick wall if you can. You know?
Well, he's got a nice scar down the bridge of his nose this season, which I've told him is a badge of honour for a centre back.
That's it.
I don't know if it's ruined the male modelling career for him.
He reckons it made him look nicer. So yeah.
Well, we can't wait for tomorrow night against Melbourne Victory. Get down early. Cooker will be there.
Yep.
Stambo will be in the actives. Cooker likes to stay out of it. You know, you got to keep a low profile when you've been a celebrity for a little while around this place.
I wish.
Nick Cuculevski, thanks for your time, mate. And best of luck with your under-14 boys this
Thanks,
season.
Josh. Thanks for having me. Cheers.
We're going to sign off tonight here on the Lions Den. If you missed any of tonight's show, you can catch the replay shortly, or you can catch it on the FNR podcast platforms. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Near post City. It's in. And again, Warren Spink has a hand in it. Andrew Zinni scores the goal. Not only are the fans winning on the terraces, the team are winning on the pitch. 2 goals in 2 minutes. 2-1 up, Preston Macedonia, and we've got an invasion on.
Crossfield ball for Genis to try the spectacular. It's brilliant. Is it over the line? Yes. What's a goal from Alex Genis?